Hello everyone, it's Galina, and today we are going to create a rainbow color winter cards. And I'm going to start by creating that rainbow background. Today I will use distress oxide inks, and you can use any water-based ink for this ink smooshing technique. I'm applying all my inks in rainbow order on a craft mat. I got it with my glass mat from Tin Halls. And only on this kind of mat you can create a nice droplets. Also I have 3 pieces of a white cardstock. I just received a pack of cardstock samples from my local craft store, and I will try all of them to figure out which works better for this technique and for distress oxide inks. I sprayed water over the inks and I'm tapping the paper into ink. I'm trying to blend a little bit all the colors. And in a second I got a nice background. In the same way I'm going to cover with ink 2 more panels. I'm wiping off the ink after each panel and I leave them to dry. If I see some missing spots or I just want to add more color here and there, I'm going to make one more ink layer on the panel. So here I have all my 3 panels done, and the best result I got on a thicker cardstock with a little bit of texture. It reminds me of watercolor paper. On the right sample I got a matte in the center and colors aren't so bright as on the first panel, and it was a medium smooth cardstock with a grayish shade. The next example is quite nice and it's a smooth white cardstock. It's not so thick as the first one, but it's still okay. Next, I cut out 2 panels using SCALLOP hard cover die, and at first I cut out a full panel with a scallop edge from a gray cardstock, and then I cut out a white little panel only with hearts. Using a craft knife and a ruler, I cut out a middle part from the gray panel, and I found mount this frame on a white panel. Now I'm going to attach these 2 panels with liquid glue. You can use a foam tape again to add more dimension on the card. And I'm trimming off the excess paper. Now I want to add fancy details on the card. I cut out a panel with hearts again, and I will use those small thin heart frames. And with that shiny panel I will make 1 more card. You can find more details on the blog and I will leave the link below the video. I glued all the little frames on the card panel and it looks amazing. I used an adhesive pen for that because these die cuts are quite small. Next I'm going to create a snowflake decor on my card. Using a larger stamp from a snowflake stamp set, I'm going to heat emboss the image. I'm stamping on a vellum with a transparent sticky ink, and I'm covering the snowflake with a white embossing powder. And I'm going to melt it with a heat gun. After that you can cut out a snowflake with coordinating die. I love such elegant card decorations. They are perfect for any kind of projects and I can use them over and over. With a small stamp from a same stamp set, I stamped a sentiment on a blue cardstock and I heat embossed with white powder. And I'm going to foam mount it on a snowflake. Now I have some space covered with a cardstock on a vellum and I can put a foam behind the snowflake and it won't be visible. As a finished touch, I'm going to add a few sparkly crystals. I'm using icy sparkle crystals here, and they are transparent but have a silver glitter inside. They are super shiny. And I'm attaching them using strong liquid glue from Studio Katia and embellishment wand. And my card is done. I love all the layers and rainbow colors on the background. I attached my panel on an A2 size card base so it will fit a standard envelope. And I'm going to send it immediately. And here 1 more card I made using leftovers from today's project. I foam mount a glitter panel on another colorful background and I decorated with the same stamped images and crystals. I have this multicolored snowflake from previous video. If you are interested in a multicoloring stamping, I will leave the link below. And I want to say thank you for joining me today. Have a great day and I will see you next week. Bye!